Rip hard, really do it hard, look at here. We can buy the boy all night, look at here. I can show you what a steady like, look at here. Hard, look at here. Hard, look at here.
What it do, Looker crew? It's your man 2Looker coming to you back with another fresh 2 Looks today. I'm reacting to a show that's on. If you do not know about or haven't heard about Black Monday, starring Don Cheadle in an excellent supporting cast, you have been sleeping under 1,000 rocks. I'm not just gonna say one rock, 1,000 rocks. This is like one of those special type of shows that comes out of the blue every once in a while. And it's something that's gonna capture you from the very first second you see Don Cheadle talking and speaking in this special moment. That's all what I can say. It's a special moment. If you can't tell right now, I'm ecstatic about this show. It's talking about a protagonist that's in Wall Street in the 1980s. Don Cheadle is acting as the boss of this company, and his name is Mo in this particular television show. And you have this naive brainiac who comes with an algorithm that's specifically supposed to help you buy stocks, and him coming with his fiance who's from a rich family, you know. And then the story goes on and on with all these unique schemes. The supporting cast is helping Mo to take over Wall Street.
The Wall Street Journal called you all the number 11 trading firm on the block.
Basically, Mo wants to be number one. He's a narcissist who wants to be number one, and he thinks so highly of himself that he'll do anything, everything, as it goes on. You see the story, what I'm talking about, how he's trying to get a movie and a book about him and so on and so forth. But the people that works for him they have their own storyline. It's very unique. It's a great television show that it really feels like a movie. Intricate characters that's the supporting cast for Mo in his office, as you know, that's traders that's doing borderline corrupt movements, you know, where they're touching with the mafia, the yakuza, all the underbelly type people or organizations into the legalized Wall Street bidding in the 1980s, man. And it's gonna capture you because you're gonna see this individual as one of the guys. You know, Mo has this stretch limousine, and I think it's a Lambo. You see somebody drop down and kill themselves, commit suicide. And throughout the movie, well, it's almost like a movie, the way it's filmed. The cinematography is excellent. But throughout the movie, on that dead body, all you see is a tie clip, a green emerald tie clip. And throughout the show, in the episodes, you're trying to figure out who was the one who committed suicide on this Black Monday. Hence the name for the show, Black Monday. Black Monday was the day that the stock market crashed, and nobody knows why. So this show is about that. It's taking you through somebody's eyes, almost like a voyeur, into this particular culture, showing you what they do, how they're eating, drinking, how they're using coke like it's candy and chewing gum on a daily basis, trading stocks. And it's hilarious. It's a thriller, it's a comedy, it's a suspense, it's a love story, all intertwined. So if you haven't took time to watch Black Monday, again, you're slipping under 1,000 rocks. Go watch Black Monday. It is the show that I'm recommending for any and everybody right now. You could capture it even if you don't have Showtime. You could go on, especially if you have a Fire Stick, just go ahead and look up the show. Also, too, if you have Amazon Prime, just go on Amazon Prime and look for Black Monday. And you will not be disappointed, my friend. Black Monday is the show. Come into this with the right expectations, meaning that you have an open mind. You're going to listen and watch the show without limitations, without judging. Just watch it and enjoy the acting, enjoy, you know, getting that snapshot or that intricate view of how traders were living back in the 80s. You're going to be like, wow. You know, I think this is a straight fiction, but I think it has a truth about it too, because the two protagonists in this is at each opposite end of the spectrum. You know, you have the good and a bad, and what I mean by that, for lack of a better term, you have the naive, angelic, a virgin into this, you know, life, and then you have the one experienced Don Cheadle who's been in it and doing any and everything he can to get to the top. You know, so that should capture you enough to see how they can go. And I think the writers are doing an excellent job and the actors are doing an excellent job. So this will be one of those award-winning shows. I kid you not. I get from this a feeling like the Game of Thrones. When I first watched the first episode of Game of Thrones, I knew that was going to be a great, well awarded show. And this has that same feeling. So don't snooze, because you will lose. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Go watch Black Monday, Don Cheadle, and the rest of the cast. You will see, you'll love me, you'll thank me later. Did I mention the soundtrack in this television show? This television show will time travel you back to the 80s, and you'll hear all these classic hits in the background, from the Sugar Hill Gang to the Depeche Mode. You're going to hear some stuff in here. You're going to be like, wow, I remember that. Or you're going to know it from something else, a movie or a commercial or something. But you will be highly tuned in to the soundtrack in this. Of course, again, I got to say Don Cheadle is at the top of his game acting in this thriller, drama, comedy, fiction about Wall Street in the 80s, and it's excellente. Of course, we know he can act. You remember him with Denzel Washington in Devil in the Blue Dress. In other films, of course, we already know he's in Marvel as the War Machine that works and flies with Iron Man, of course. But this is him acting at his best. It's hilarious, it's funny, it's sad, it's thrilling, all in the same thing. It's genius. Who's ever writing this, it's genius. Go watch Black Monday. You won't be disappointed. It's always important, I like to say, I always give things in life 2 looks, because you never know what you're going to see second time around. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm your host, Mr. 2Looker, with this fresh recommendation and reaction to the new show that's on, and also Amazon Prime, Black Monday. Go watch it. Peace.
Boy, all night, look at here. I can show you what a steady like, look at here. Fuck talking, get to it, boy, look at here. Rip hard, really do it, boy, look at here. We can buy the boy all night.